Yes, children. In previous, we saw this the diversity forms of in India: region, religion, language, social, and economical. Apart from this, we have historical as well as cultural diversities also. The next one is explain you geographical reason. What is the geographical? The diversity, how it influences because of the geographical reasons. Children, geographic means the places, the earth. Okay, geo means earth. Okay, how the places affect the person's lifestyle. Yes, people living in different geographical conditions adapt to the conditions and situations of the place they live in. Yes, children. For example, a person live in a mountainous area and another person live in a coastal area. They wear everything is different among them. Their way of dress, for example, Jammu and Kashmir, the mountainous areas, we taken the Jammu and Kashmir. Coastal area, we take the Kerala. Okay, the dress totally different from the Jammu and Kashmir people to Kerala. They covered fully their shawls with wool. Here they like to wear cotton dresses due to heavy humidity level, and also their food. Okay, their food is totally different, and here the people of coastal areas also totally different. And their religion, everything is different because of the geographical reason. The next is their food habits, clothing, culture, and way if life differ from that I told. Then surroundings. Persons from village or rural or an urban area also may change their lifestyles, and everything is changing. A rich or poor in the both urban or rural can different way of lifestyle. People in villages are tied to their physical surroundings, which may be same for the people living in urban areas. Then historical reason. This is very important. We are saying the historical reasons. Diversities are not not only influenced by our past but by our present also. Yes, I will say. For example, in olden days, we know that Aryans, Mughals and Britishers came out of our country, and they ruled over our country over long periods. Okay, that time after the Aryans entered to our India, there is a lot of changes in our cultures. They do a lot of processions, Hindu rituals, everything. This may change a lot of things in the people who were live in the same places. And then Mughals came to our country. Totally, they also till South India they entered, and there is a lot of changes happens in our country. Examples, there is changes in the way of building the monuments, buildings, everything. And after that, Britishers they also bringing a lot of changes in the total country. Okay, the languages and the culture, what they are following, everything they bringing very different way in our country. That we are saying that is historical reason. Cultural reason. Here we move from place to place for work and live close to different communities, which influences our daily life. Sure. Example, if the persons from North India or from any other part of our country or another country, if they settled in our Tamil Nadu, they will celebrate the celebration of Pongal. Pongal is the festival of Tamil Nadu, but the persons who came from Karnataka, who came from Andhra Pradesh or West Bengal or Madhya Pradesh, if they settled more than 10 years here, they also started to celebrate the Pongal festival. As like the same South Indian people, if they settled in the West Bengal, they are greatly doing the Durga Puja. This is called cultural region, and also the persons who came from the one place to another place, they learn the new type of music and dance forms, everything that also come under the cultural reasons. For if you given a painting to the person, Also in different places, they can add a different way of styles in their paintings. This brings the cultural reasons for the diversity in our India. Apart from this, economical and social, that is status. Social means caste, religion. These are come in the social diversities. Economical means poor and rich peoples. Here, different places in India. In your textbook, they given Ladakh and Kerala. This come under the geographical diversities. Listen, Ladakh, desert in the mountain area. Their major occupation is rearing sheep is the important occupations in the Ladakh. Then Pashmina wool is very famous in that area, and also not only in that area, all over the world. Main food is milk and milk products. Caravans carried textiles and spices. The main religion followed that people is Ladakh. Buddhism. People of Ladakh follow the Buddhism. More Muslim population. The majority is Islam community is the religion. Kesar Saga are performed and sung by both Muslims and Hindus. That Kesar Saga means it's a oral song, local songs sung by the people. That is very famous. It can be sung by both Muslims and Hindus. Then again they given the Kerala, about the Kerala. It is a coastal land in the southern part of India. Coastal region, spices are very famous. Kerala is spices, land of spices. We used to say spices, land of spices. Arab traders settled here. Judaism, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity and Buddhism are the major religion practiced by the people of Kerala. Fishing and agriculture is an important occupation. The fertile land climate are suited to growing rice. Yes, children, if you observe, Ladakh is a place in the mountains and Kerala is a coastal area. Both are totally different because of the geographical. Here their occupation is rearing sheep. Here their occupation is fishing and also agriculture. Here, but the same thing as attract the tourists. Ladakh is not attracted more tourists, but a very good trade, silk and pashmina wools. The Muslim populations and the religions, here also Ladakh, Buddhism is the major religion. Here Kerala, Judaism, Christianity, Hinduism is the Islam is the major religion. Yes, children, these were here how the Arabs is in Arab traders settled here. The same like in Ladakh, if you see, means the Chinese is dominated in that places. Okay, so however, both places attracted the persons from the other regions. That is places geographical diversities in India. They given examples in your book Ladakh and Kerala. Yes, the next one is unity in diversity. Our diversity is a great source of our strength. It has been proven in so many times. For example, at the time of freedom struggle. Yes, children, that is a great strength of us. It is among oneness, a feeling of oneness is everyone. We have everyone because of one nation. At the time of freedom struggle, people from all over the country, whether they are men or women, whether they are a Muslim or a Hindu, whether they are rich or poor, educated or uneducated, rural area or urban area, but everybody participated, fought against the British rules. This shows our unity. Whatever our dresses is different, our language is different, our food is different, our traditional is different, our custom is different, religion is different, caste is different, everyone is different, but we all feel oneness, that is our, because of our one nation, that is Indian. That's we are saying unity in diversity, that diversity gives it is a kind of the world. about Jawaharlal Nehru, unity in diversity. Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru was the first president of our country, the independent India. He wrote a book that the discovery of India says that unity in diversity in India is not important, rather it is deep within its fold. Yes, children, Jawaharlal Nehru phrased first unity in diversity. Even though we have a lot of diversity, but there is a feeling we all one, that is unity. Jawaharlal Nehru in his book, The Discovery of India, says that unity in diversity in India is not important, rather it is deep within its fold. Then, unity in diversity. Diversity has always been recognized as its strength in India. Yes, I already told, it is a great source of strength. We tolerate, acknowledge and encourage diverse beliefs and customs. Yes, children, we should respect and appreciate the other religions' customs and their practices, their own languages, everything. That is called unity in diversity. Yes, diversity means it is the difference in the languages, food, different food, different dress, everything. But you know about inequality means some persons do not have food to eat and place to live, and even they do not have money to spend like others do. This is called inequality. Children, you must want to know the difference between the diversity and inequality. We saw the story about two friends, that is Samir Ek and Samir Do. Even though they were born in the same country, but there is a lot of inequality among them. Samir Ek got the opportunity to go to school, but Samir Do not have opportunity to go to school. He was Samir Ek got education. Know the subjects because of he educated, but Samir Do is not. In the small age itself, Samir Do wanted to go to work because of his family poor. Okay, so there is a lot of inequality in our country, but that is not diversity. Then next, coming to the recap, how do we differ from each other? Yes, in what ways we are differ from each other? Yes, in the languages, in the religion, our habits, behaviors, and our food items, dress, in all other ways, in all other aspects, we are different from each other. What does diversity add to our life? It adds to our life pleasure and give more imagination to enrich our lives. Why did people in the past move from place to place? In past, people moved from one place to another place in search of food, livelihood, and they left over their home due to war and also flood and drought. What conditions allow the cultivations of rice in Kerala? The humidity and the climatic conditions is very humidity, water resources are available more, so it allows the cultivation of rice more in the Kerala. Who coined the phrase unity in diversity? Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of our country, phrases the unity in diversity. Okay, children, just you go through the lesson in your textbook. This is the chapter 1. In civics, it's very easy for you. Just you go through it, read the books, read the textbook, and give your own answers, which is given in the book back exercise. Thank you, children. Take care.